Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of MTG Arena Run. It's the weekend today. You probably will be seeing this video a little bit later. Still trying to get the schedule set up and all that, but I'm gonna take advantage this weekend with a nice big helping of Rivals of Ixalan draft. It's been quite a while. I could use some of the staples here, though it's a bit of a shame that you're only getting Rivals packs. I I do like to get some of the regular packs, but it's okay. Anyway, let's just chip in. And we start out with interesting 6-drop. Well, Tetzimoc is a good way to end the game, I suppose. Well, let's see what are the other options here. We are passing a bit of the Merfolk tribe. Not so much in pirates. Snubport Sentry is actually an interesting sleeper here, though I doubt we're gonna hit Ascend anytime soon. Swift Warden I probably would pick Swift Warden, but I will go for Tetzimoc here. So let's see if we can go for a blue-black. This one, we not necessarily in dinos, we might actually be more of either black-white or blue-black. And let's see, Slippery Scoundrel. This one's nice on the late drop. Arterial Flow. Okay, this one's interesting too. Relentless Raptor has been quite decent in my experience. We do have Moment of Craving and Divine Verdict as removal. Passing a lot of black though. But I'll go for the moment. I'll take the Moment of Craving because it's early removal. I'm hoping to get at least either the Dinosaur Hunter or the Dusk Legion Zealot on the return. Maybe Recover's not that bad either. Let's see what we get next. Then we got Jungle Creeper, not exactly the best uncommon. Not much of a signal to be fair. We do have the Squires. I guess we can go Vampires in this one. We're probably gonna get something back here. At the very worst, we'll get Canal Monitor. I'll take the Martyr of Dusk. I would much rather have that than another 7-drop, since we have a better 6-drop at this point. And got another moment, but we probably will get the Voracious Vampire instead. This one's Heliopterus is interesting, but we probably are not gonna get many dinosaurs in these colors. Also note you pass several Colossal Dreadmoss at this point. It's a bit scary. Dusk Charger's okay in the Ascend. We probably could just take Sanguine Glorifier. Actually, Exultant Sky Marcher's not bad also. I'll take the Evasive Creature for now. It's also lower in curve. Dusk Charger is okay. I might take the Pride of Conquerors. This one's an interesting combat trick, especially if we manage to go wide in the Vampire plan. And Vampire's kind of dried up, but I will take... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, this is not our pack yet. Okay, we got the Dinosaur Hunter back, so I'll take that one at least. And... No, this... Yeah, this is our pack, so we could take the Snubhorn Sentry as an early blocker. We could just take Dinosaur Hunter number 2. Try take Dinosaur Hunter number 2 at this point. And Arterial Flow or Recover. I think I'll take the Recover here in this case. Actually, no. Arterial Flow discards 2 cards. Well, ceiling's not that high. I'll take the Arterial Flow, but I'm not too confident in running it. And then Cleansing Rays. I probably would prefer that over the Canal Monitor. Definitely take the Ceratops, I suppose. And let's hate the Naturalize. And the Oraska Frillback. Then now let's see. Awaken Amalgam. We're definitely not going to run that one. I could take the Moment of Triumph here. Well, Vampire Revenant's not bad either. And Suncrested Pterodon. It's interesting. We do have a few vampires. We do have a few dinosaurs. I think I'll take the Moment of Triumph though. It's a bit weak, but... Okay, now we take the Sadistic Sky Marcher. Shame we're passing Path of Metal. And another Voracious Vampire. And it's not quite Vampire Nighthawk, but it's okay, I guess. We'll take the Divine Verdict here. Right. Then we could do Forerunner, but we only have these 2 pirates. I don't want another Dinosaur Hunter. I could take another Moment of Triumph. I could just take the Vampire Revenant. It gives us something up in the sky. I'll just take the Vampire Revenant. So we're not getting much in the way of vampires, but let's see. This one just gets Vigilance. It's also quite annoying too. I think I will take the Sun-Crested Pterodon. But we do need lower creatures on the curve. I'm willing to risk on the Conquistador. We didn't see any of them at all, but this one's worth the risk because we will still see some in the regular pack. Traveler's Amulet, sure. I guess now I'll take the Dusk Charger. It's a decent power drop. Take the Vampire Revenant this time. And let's see. I will take the Snubhorn Sentry, but I'm not convinced we'll run him in the end. I'll just take the Seer. Actually, I've been passing a lot of these guys. I really could use them at common, but never mind that. Fill back. Strider Harness, not so great. Relic's not so great. I'll just hate the Relic out, I guess. Take the Uncommon. Take the Gruesome Fate. And, okay, we got the Ripjaw Raptor that I would have wanted earlier. And the thing is, nothing great. Only Bishop Soldier. Okay, I'll just take the rare. It's greedy me. Actually, we could use the rare in the green-red build in the future, so that's not too bad. Anointed Beacon... Anointed Deacon's okay. Paladin, the Bloodstain's okay also. I think I'll take the Paladin first. It's cheaper on the cost. Pious Interdiction will help us as another form of removal, so I'll take that. Okay, so we're not quite vampires, we're not quite dinosaurs, we're just a bit of a mismatch, so not so great. We could take Direfleet Hoarder on the early drop, at least it gives us a treasure, I guess. I would much prefer it over the Explore guy. Mark of the Vampire is a nice combat trick, but would I rather have... This turns any of our small creatures into something really nasty. Actually, at this point, there's no hope for Legion Conquistador. I could take the Queen's Commission, or I could take Mark of the Vampire. Mark of the Vampire, if unanswered, will end games. We could also just take Vanquish the Weak. It's also another form of removal. We're a bit short on removal, I guess. I'll take the Vanquish. Hope one of the other 2 come back. Well, we do get Mark now, so I will take it then. And let's see. Deadeye Tormentor. No, I probably will take the Raptor Companion. Early enough to be annoying. Imperial Lancers and... Well, I'll take it in the commons. Probably don't want to run Duress. Okay, maybe I'll take the Duress now. I'm probably still not gonna run it. Spreading Rot. No. Wily Goblin, sure. Then let's see. Probably take the Demystify. Oh, it's a nice sideboard, but we're probably never gonna run it. We'll definitely take Spell Pierce. Then Dive Down's okay. And yuck, Spreading Rot. So we got a huge mix of. We're all over the place at this point. So let's cut some of the. Let's see our mix. Yeah, we probably will cut the non-creature spells. So Cleansing Ray goes. Traveler's Amulet probably should go. We're only 2 colors anyway. I probably will keep a creature at this point. Ditch a creature. Maybe one of the Dinosaur Hunters, but those are 2 drops. Vampire Revenant with Mark of the Vampire is going to be really annoying. If we're gonna make a cut, it's probably in the 4 slot though, so... I'll cut 1 Vampire Revenant. It's a bit soft. As much as I like a 3/1 flyer, the 1 toughness is actually a liability here. So that said, we're actually quite split in between. Maybe I should just cut the Sun-Crested Pterodon and add the other Vampire Revenant instead. Then again, we do have double white in the middle. Yeah, I'm willing to risk this one for now. So Snubport Sentry is also another possible cut. I could just cut this one in... Actually, no, let's not cut this one, because this one's still 0-3. And if with enough permanents... and we do have ways to trigger Ascend, we probably will hit 3-3. So, yeah, we'll just keep that, so... So that's pretty much our deck without any of the real payoffs, but we'll see how well this one goes. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back when you start the game shortly. Stay around. And I'm back. So let's get ready to give this one a shot. Not too convinced we're gonna do very well. Just basically me keeping my expectations tempered a bit. We don't have the best tribal deck so far, but let's see how far we can get. So, okay, so as you know, I'm just trying to build up my limited rank a bit. So at least we have a 2-drop. We have some removal. Probably not gonna get the sand anytime soon, but still a great, still a hill giant at least. And we do have a few tricks, so I'm willing to definitely keeping this one. Let's see how Peanut Pockets is gonna do with their hand. Taking a while to decide. Okay, they kept, we're keeping. Good luck, have fun, and they're opening up with, okay, it's just a quick look. So we actually have options, so we actually have more options here. So we could just use at least one more land in the next few turns. Let's just play the Dinosaur Hunter now. At least we start putting pressure on our opponent. We can respond to any of the response threats at least. Branch Walker. Okay, perfect moment for get. Interestingly, we could just attack then Pride of Conquerors away, but let's save that a bit. Also a bit shy on mana, so I could have just waited to swing and hope he just equips it with the Prying Blade so he can cast in response, but power here less, so yep, we can still remove that. No, we're still hoping. Okay, there we go, got our 4th mana. Am I willing to trade? Okay, so I'm willing to go up top on this one because even with Prying Blade, it's still a 3-2. I can still answer that one. Worst case scenario, it's just going to be Divine Verdict. It's not a decent notebook build. It's well, he's drawing land, so at least he's going to draw into Ghast soon. He probably should equip this one. Does he have removal? Wait, I'm trying to remember. This is the problem with not playing a format for quite a while. You don't remember what exactly are the removal spells and whatnot. It's possible he's gonna equip, swing, make his treasure, then he'll have mana source that can be used to remove this. He's also doing nothing. That's also a possibility. So I could swing with both of these. Pride of Conquerors for response in Dust Charger. Or I could just hold back. Because the thing is, this has to deal damage to the player. I could just trade off anytime. So let's at least get enough tricks on board. Does he have a... He might have a counter spell. There you go. So, no shame on that one, but at least... But we're still the one committing the threat so far. And we do have sufficient removal per se. Not the best in line. We could use another creature at least. Another creature that's not Tetzimoc at least. Am I willing to trade these guys off? Kinda, actually, that's true. Because unless he has an answer for the air... Okay, he is flying unless you control another Merfolk. So, don't control... So it's just gonna cost 4. Probably better off just removing this now. Does he have... Okay, he doesn't. So we're just gonna try keep hitting in the sky. We're just gonna save the Divine Verdict for any major threats if we don't see any on board. Okay, this one's gonna be a really slow mat. If we don't see any on board, we're just gonna go for this Sadistic Sky Marcher. He's ditched the island back, so... Well, he did play a land already. Probably he's gonna equip at this point. Unless he's got a 3-drop that he's gonna... 4-drop that he's gonna play. Also tells us that we know one of the cards he's gonna draw is a land. Just don't know which one. So he gets the shuffle. This one puts counter, so I definitely want to hold the Divine Verdict. Let's see what big Merfolk he comes up with also. It's possible he... Did he fail to find? Okay. I guess he failed. Yeah, he failed to find. I'm gonna play this guy just to be annoying. I don't think I need to move anyone just yet. So we're literally just white-black flyers at this point. Probably should put the second Vampire Revenant in. I'll probably cut the Snowborn Sentry. Okay, there's the Water Knot, so he's gonna go for the hit back. 3, 6. He's gonna hit back for 8. It's down to 1 card though, so that's fine. 4 mana up. So this one's just to be annoying. We have Pride of Conquerors at least to boost damage, but we're not... In fact, if this is... We do have lethal next turn if he doesn't answer a Revenant. Okay, so... Okay, he's gonna boost. So he can make this unblockable, so it's 5. I'll be forced to block. Perfectly fine. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's do the maths. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, technically it's over for him. He just showed everything he's got. Okay, so he's making it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's still 10. He could swing with just this one just to be safe. Okay. So we do. So we still have a cushion, and we can hit back for lead. Opponent conceded. Probably should have just swung for the attack. And we managed to get our rank up, so not too shabby. Yeah, I think we are more of a Flyers deck. Yeah, we're more of a Flyers deck at this point. So you know what that means? This one gets back in. This one goes. I think that changes our mana slightly. Nope, we're still 9 and 8. It's okay. Then Watch me regret not putting the Snubhorn Sentry in. It's actually, if you think of it, okay, at least we have a turn 3, turn 4 play. We're keeping this one. And we have enough of our colors, so that's fine. Actually, now I think of it, we could have easily gotten into blue because there are some flyers there. Some of the pirates do fly and jump, whatever. Some of the merfolk also fly, so that's a nice boost too. So we're going to be a bit slow though, so that might be an issue. Drawing into land doesn't help either. So we're going to go for Exultant Sky Marcher into Vampire Revenant. I didn't realize we had that many flyers. Opponent. Nice thing about this guy is moment of craving proof. Let's see, does he have his own Exultant Sky Marcher? No, he's got a sadistic one. Interesting thing is that he also has a Vampire Revenant. So I'm actually going to play this one out first. Maybe force him to remove. Next turn we'll just do the Dinosaur Hunter Martyr of Dusk. Hopefully we'd have enough permanents by then. I might even not block. It's all about getting that Pride of Conqueror's extra boost. But then again, +1/+1 is quite decent enough, at least in the current board state, so we're not too focused on that. Point for waiting to see. Our opponent could just have a removal spell for Vampire Revenant instead. Slightly annoying, but we'll take that. No blocks. Okay, play this one Vampire Revenant, that's okay. So next turn, I'm actually gonna swing with both. If he chooses to block like that, there, we get a trump up on him. Still taking 2/2, but at least we got a bigger board presence. Shame we don't have Ascend yet, but I think that's the only other one that cares is Dust Charger, so it's not a big issue. So we're kind of racing at this point. Basically, it's my flyers versus his flyers. His flyer. I probably will start holding this guy back. Another creature control. If you have the City's Blessing. Okay, so it doesn't have City's Blessing. We'll swing. It's gonna be a while before he gets City's Blessing. But we need a way to punch through. We do have a few cards. We do have some removal. Just waiting on those. He's probably gonna swing with just the Harpy only though. He might... Ooh, that's what I'm afraid of. So I'm now forced to hold everyone back. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. He might have a moment of triumph, which might be a problem. Let's go for it. So we're kind of racing. I'm at a slight disadvantage unless he doesn't have any ground blockers. Okay, well that's fine. So this guy's just gonna keep getting bigger over time. I need to have removal for that. So for 7, vanquish the weak. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so he did have an answer. I'm probably gonna lose this one. Don't have much of a choice though. No, we're not gonna vanquish that. So I'm waiting to draw into my other removal spell. So we could remove this guy. We just need to have our own Divine Verdict. Shouldn't be that far. Well, we do have Pyrus Interdiction. That also helps. So we're gonna go down to 2. If we don't draw a removal spell next turn, Sky Marcher's gonna have to chump block. We could... Funny enough, if we draw into a Tetzimoc, that will solve our problems. Oh! What was I saying? Reveal. So we answered that one too. Now we're the ones that can keep attacking in the air. We'll actually just keep holding these guys back down here. So we kinda survived. We're still in a dangerous position though. So our opponent has outs. I'm probably gonna keep holding Tetzimoc back. That's the only thing that's holding his entire board back at this point. Okay, I think he's trying to... Yeah, throw away... There's a Submort Sentry. And... Oh, he can start making tokens unless I have a way to remove that. There's our Dust Charger, but I think we... Oh yeah, we have enough. So we can hold back a bit. So we need to survive for about 10 turns. Well, 9 more turns. It's gonna be interesting. He's probably just gonna... Oh, when this guy dies, so probably just leave it alone. Nice thing is that even if he answers Tetzimoc, we still have a Dust Charger, so not too bad. Cleansing Ray probably should be main board at this point. Oh, what's he taking out? Oh, Sky Marcher. Okay, that's fair. The interesting thing is, all he has to do is just start a fight with any of his smaller creatures, then... As long as the Dust Charger... If any of my guys manage to kill it, it's over. If he has the pump spell, go for it. At this point... Phantom Fleet... Okay, that's good. So that's what he was going for. That's okay, I guess. There's our own Paladin, the Bloodstained. I still don't want to swing with this one. I know we have enough flyers here that we could... I know we have enough flyers, so I can just wait on those guys. One's also waiting too. I can swing with this guy. He's forced to fight one of his own. It's a 7/7. Problem is he starts making tokens that he starts making tokens. I want to avoid that, so let's wait. No need to rush the life gain. I can do it anytime at least. Call to the feast, sure. Okay, Voracious Vampire. Target vampire control gains menace. Okay, so this becomes 4/3. This is interesting. Let's go for this at least. You should try to at least kill it. Tree. It's not exactly the kill it I had in mind, but oh well. At least it simplifies the board in my favor. Sure, it's gonna take us a while longer to win, but at least we keep everything stable. This guy has menace too. It's probably not gonna be relevant at this point. Oh, there's our Vampire Revenant. He might have an answer for this, so be it. So we're just gonna try to see how... We're gonna try to see if we can squeeze as much value from this guy as possible. 7 turns. Opponent's got all the mana in the world he needs. And also getting... Could probably stop playing... We're basically just avoiding trying to trigger the Golden Guardian. That said, I wouldn't say the position we're in is quite comfortable. Still got 6 more turns to... We still need to win in 6 more turns. I think... Okay. So it's got lifelink. Okay, he's got... So he now has his army. So we're now... So we now have to try to hold these guys off as long as possible. Might not be easy, but let's see how well we can do it. First things first, we definitely have to keep swinging with the Vampire Revenant. That's a given. Nice thing is also these guys don't have trample, so he can make as many tokens as he wants. Now it's our turn to be flooded. And he makes 1 token a turn, so we have that option. Okay, virtually we are at 6 life. He needs to start attacking soon, but he probably shouldn't be showing that he has no responses. Oh, neither should I. So this is gonna take a while. I'm hoping to at least draw into the Pterodon. At least that gives us another air attacker. He probably has a trick, but never mind that. Okay, so we got our virtual 6 life. Probably not going to be able to erase our opponent here. Unless... Yeah, it's a shame we lost the Mark of the Vampire. It's our only copy. Yeah, let's see. 2, 4, 8, 12. We'll take 8 damage from these if I swing with this. I have to hold back. I guess this is the point where we finally lose. Oh sure, 8, 10. Yeah, we probably needed them. Hey, guess what? I got nothing. So he's gonna swing with everyone at this point. That's a given. Or not. Oh, there you go. So there's the mandatory blocks. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so very good game. So not too bad, but we were unable to prevent our opponent from getting his engine up. Well, that's not too shabby. So 1 win, 1 loss. See what we got. We unfortunately don't have the turn 3 Sky Marcher, so I'm a bit less willing to keep this one. Let's... Then again, we go first. Yeah, we'll mulligan. Yeah, this is worse, but I'll keep it. Yeah, probably should just kept the first one. It's all about the regrets. Let's see if our opponent has... Yikes, there you go, Direfleet Hoarder, but no black mana. And our opponent's got the... It'll be annoying if it turns out our opponent has to explore engine. Oh, it's got dinosaurs too. There's our black mana. So we'll at least get the... Actually, wait. We might be able to have a combat trick with this one. Opponent knows we mulligan, so he's probably not suspecting this. Let's see if he swings. He's gone for the Jungle-born Pioneer, so I could still trade afterwards. We also got our Dinosaur Hunter, but let's go for the Tusk Charger first. I could just hold these guys. I could try to trade. I'll just trade. If any, it gives us the treasure to cast Sun-Crested Pterodon. We might get the land too, but at least let's have enough options. Ooh, this is gonna be really horrible. I know. So there you go. There's our opponent's actually gonna just keep holding this back. So I'm just gonna have to attack in the air. No blocks. He's gonna play his 4th land, just play the knight, I suppose. Oh, recover. That's okay, I guess. Let's see if he has his 4th land. Yeah, he's got his 4th land. So I should not have played that. Oh wait, I take it back. I should have played that. Keep forgetting to do the math. So at this point, he's really gonna just hold this back. This will hold back the 5/5 all day. So we need to... So he needs to answer the Sun-Crested Pterodon. Very possible. Vanquish the Weak will do a number on this. That's the flip side. Oh, you need to spend 5 mana to get something back. I can Chupacabra, sure. We got Tetzimoc. So basically we're taking our time. We're just gonna scare him off a bit. He needs to play creatures too. He's gonna go Seeker Squire, probably kill the Dinosaur Hunter. That's okay. There goes another Knight of Stampede. He probably has the Colossal Dreadmaws. Let's not give him that land if we can. So I can let's see, I can cast Tetzimoc now. That'll leave me with 1 mana. This guy doesn't have trample though, so let's see. I can swing with these 2 Pride of Conquerors up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If he doesn't block, well, he's gonna block for sure. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Then let's just counter this guy. So at the very least, we can pray counter once, then then wipe the board. So he's gonna go for it at least. So we can. Then we can just wipe the board. He gets his other land, but he doesn't have much to recover. He's back, so still swing. Nice thing is that this guy now has vigilance. He's gonna try to start buying back creatures, I guess, but he doesn't have any of the relevant ones. Technically, all my creatures outclass his right now, so it's not. So he needs to have a form of removal. Okay, there's the Colossal Dreadmaw, which we can trump once. And we can just win in 2 turns now. Actually, we might have enough to punch through at this point. There you go. So we were not scared of flipping the journey. We just needed to make sure we didn't flip it too early. Also, our opponent was having mana problems. Being able to control when that flipped was the key part there. I forgot all about the journey returning the creature that died, but it turned out okay. It was just a 1-turn difference. So there you go, turn 2 into turn 3. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, definitely keeping this one. That's the dual lands. And then we played the white first because we could open up into Exultant Sky Marcher. Well, kinda doesn't matter too much, but I want to at least not reveal everything too early. So we can Voracious Vampire next turn, then Paladin the turn after that. Actually, we have our curve. Now let's see if we can match theirs. Actually, I think that matches us a bit. Sure, it trades, but well, he needs to spend 2 creatures if he wants to trade. Let's see what our opponent does. Is he willing to trade this off? I think he might have a way to pump them, so he's not going to trade them off immediately. At least we have the Paladin next turn and the Ceratops turn after that. Let's see, opponent's at 4 mana. What's his play? Forerunner of the Empire. Huh. It also wipes his tokens too, so that might be an issue for him. So we're probably not gonna... It also wipes our Bloodstain token, but that's okay. Let's see what... Okay, he's got Charging Monstrosaur. And it's gonna wipe these guys too, so... We definitely want to play the Bloodstain. Sure, we lose these tokens, but we do get some... But we will have a blocker for the Monstrosaur. Shame we won't be able to Pride of Conquerors up. I could opt to just take the damage. Well, he's only swinging with these guys now. The freebooter might trade. I have to at least play the Ceratops now. Then next turn we can hold up Divine Verdict and Pride of Conquerors. Opponent's probably gonna play Charging Monster now. Because I'm okay with Alpha striking on my turn right after this. Let's see if he has the 4. Let's see if he has the 4 mana damage spell. Sweeping Corsair. Okay, it's going that route. So I guess it's fine. I will Alpha Strike next turn. Because at least we can... I'll Alpha Strike this turn, because at least we can nuke the Monster Sword when it comes down. It's also a May ability, so he might actually just preserve his board instead. Also 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We might have lethal if he doesn't block at all. It's probably not gonna happen. He's got plenty of good blocks. Okay, he's blocking that one. That's the easy block for him. Another easy block. Okay, that's Pride of Conquest. So not quite lethal, but enough to give him notice. He's probably gonna have to cast the Monster Sword now. He could also just attack with all his guys, in which case I block the token. Yeah, we just trade those off, that's no big deal. At this point, our opponent's charging Monster Sword is not... He's really thinking at this point. He probably won't off the board with Forerunner. He'll probably preserve the damage. So unfortunately, our opponent did not have enough of an early aggro play. We'll accept that. Okay, we'll trade. One's taking his time. Well, to be fair, it is a scary position right now. Okay, so we get to swing with this. I can swing with this entire board now. He's probably gonna play another creature to at least hold off the Voracious Vampire. I'm actually hoping he would play the Monster Sword. There you go. He probably doesn't want to do that. It's okay, it's a May. So... swing with everyone. He has to block because it's lethal. We have the Divine Verdict. Okay. He's gonna put... I might actually just hold the Dinosaur Hunter back. No need to rush. No need to rush on that one. Our opponent needs to be able to hold the blocker for Vampire, hold answered Ceratops, and be able to block Paladin at the same time. He's gonna play another creature. Yeah, I probably should have played the Dinosaur Hunter. He was 1 mana away from Star of Extinction, so that would have wrecked our day. Not so sure if he would have run it, considering this was super aggro. It's still a board sweep though. I probably would run one anyway. Opponent might play back-to-back Dinosaur. Okay, he's... Yes. Okay, he's getting... Okay, so he's doing that just to get that out. Nice. After Companion... Is he gonna sweep the board? No, he won't. He just played the thing. So... Interesting enough, we have an answer. Because for starters, he has to block all our creatures, and he can't. Okay, he's gonna do that. He needs to block the last one. And since... Okay... It doesn't matter since none of those guys have lifelink, because... Let's see, he might have a burn spell. Nope, he didn't. We sneaked one through. We're doing quite well. Maybe not enough to get out of silver, but... I'll take what little blessings we have for this year. So 3 wins, 1 loss so far. Not too shabby. It's also not quite long, although we are past the half-hour mark. So let's see. This is horrible. We got 4 mana but no early play. In fact, we won't get anything until we won't even be able to remove anything until turn 4. This is an auto mulligan. Slightly better. Let's keep this one. Yeah, I guess I'll keep the Dust Charger on top. We kind of want to have at least 2 creatures. Probably should not have played the Moment of Triumph. I mean, since I'm never gonna cast it this early. Let's hope our opponent is also slow. I can accept that. Yeah. Watch our opponent put a pump enchantment on Snubhorn Sentry. Oh wow, it's Boros. Worst possible matchup to have a hand this slow. It's okay. Thankfully, he did not attack to make a statement. Yeah, let's make our own statement. So we will probably play the Dust Charger first, even though it just trades with the Suncaller Raptor. At least I get to make him spend mana just to trade up. Okay, he's gonna go for that. Okay, so no real rush. Yeah, we'll play this guy. He'll most likely trade, which is kinda okay, I guess. At least next turn we have Vampire Revenant with Moment of Triumph backup, so it's not too... It's also possible our opponent is stalled on lands. So I'm gonna go for it. It has trample, so I'll take 1 damage, true. He's got... I will happily trade. And at least we're drawing up to Tetzimoc range, so let's play this guy. Planes. Pass the turn. Let's see. At least we're gonna try to bait a removal spell of some sort. Hopefully it's not too pricey. Well, opponent's also stuck on 3 mana. Hopefully we draw a creature so we don't have to pull Tetzimoc too early. Shame we can only activate the prey ability only during our turn. Well, that's fine, I guess. Actually, it's not the same as activating during a sorcery, so we do have that option. Okay, we'll resolve that. Could just cast I could just cast Tetzimoc and be a big douche of a blocker. My concern is that he might have something like Pious Interdiction. I actually could afford to take more damage. Because right now he's slightly stuck on mana. In fact, he's done nothing else but this, so that's okay. I can safely wipe this board next turn. Shame we're not... Okay, we also got second Vampire Revenant, that's good. Let's, yeah, leave that up. So next turn we can have a second Vampire Revenant to speed up the clock. Opponent's finally gonna probably drop his Pious Interdiction. Gleaming Barrier. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Probably got something else though. Okay. Thank goodness Tetzimoc has Death Touch. In fact, I can cast these two and still leave up mana, so that's not a bad thing. If he blocks with both, that means he has a 6-drop waiting, so at least it gives us a little tell. He's probably just gonna block one at a time. He's probably gonna want to draw get his mana naturally. So let's cast Vampire Revenant. Can't protect both of these two, but at least I can protect one. He has something to respond with. He's probably thinking if he wants to crack the treasure now. So time to unload my board. Shame our opponent got stuck on mana for quite a while. He probably needed that mana badly. So let's see what our opponent does with his 5 mana. He can stave off one more attack from Tetzimoc, so... But he's gonna die in two turns unless he does something. 2 turns. I could draw into a Pride of the Conquerors, that'll speed up the clock a bit, but... let's not count on that. Well, that's bitter number 3. Okay, sure. He's supposed to be aggressive, but he hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't been as aggressive as he wanted to. I think that's a problem with spending mana here. He probably should have built up his board earlier than spent the mana later when he had something to kill. Okay, so it's a 6/2 with trample. Okay, then I take 2 damage. Thing is, this I still have an 8. I actually can still protect this, so it's no first strike. Yeah, sure, no problem. He probably doesn't want to block the Dinosaur Hunter. I am willing to trade these guys, but I think it's better to have him. At least I'm at the point where he has to think of what possible pumps I have. He's gonna go for the one I expected. Okay. So we have him dead to rights next turn. Unless we have him dead to rights next turn, unless he can find a way to wipe this entire board. Probably not with the mana he has, but it could still be done. 5. He needs to have a way to block a flyer and block more of my creatures down here. It's still possible. Queen's Commission would, but Queen's Commission plus a flyer. That's one way out. Whoop. Okay, he didn't have it, so we are now at silver 2. Moving up the ranks. So, oh yeah, I only noticed now they're starting to get take up to the pack again. So, not so bad. 4 wins, 1 loss. Let's keep going. Fight on. Yeah, I think our opponent got stuck on mana, but he did have enough plays. I think what happened was, yeah, he should have built up his board first. He didn't need to hit us that hard that early, I guess. Well, I'm trying to remember if there's a we do have the Pride of Conquerors effect. I'm pretty sure there's a Trumpet Blast-like effect in red, I think. It's hard to again, that's the problem when you don't remember everything. It's also not gonna help that in a few weeks from now we're gonna get yet another draft format to remember. So that said, yeah, we have turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 plays. We'll keep this one. So probably played the Hoarder first, especially since I don't. In fact, yeah, I want to play Hoarder first because if we get stuck on mana, at least it speeds up a bit. Also, no need to have So at least this holds this guy off. He might offer to trade. So let's see if he offers to trade. He might offer. Okay, he's gonna offer to trade. I'll accept. He might. No pump spell, so. It's got nothing. So let's play the Dinosaur Hunter first. And we are good to getting Imperial Ceratops. We're just waiting to see what our opponent does. Is our opponent land flooded? Well, I'm gonna take advantage of that if that's the case. Yeah, turns out the Vampire Revenant's the better play. I'm actually curious. Our opponent had the turn 2 play. He kept his hand of 7, but... Okay, he drew another turn 2 play. Drew into another land. He might be stuck on mana. That's probably the issue. So let's see. He's probably gonna play another branch. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna offer the trade. And we can play the dust charger. If we can hold this, if we can hold the treasure up as long as we can, the better. Only because that's our... It helps us get ascend. We kind of want to get this guy to 5-5. Well, it's played a lot of... Well, it's only played 2 small creatures. There you go. There's this pseudo big creature. Come on, whiff. Yeah, he whiffed, so we can vanquish it. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could play this one just to get it to 10. But I'd much rather vanquish it now. Yeah, let's keep putting pressure on our opponent's board. He's got his own Imperial Ceratops. So probably... I could swing with both. I could still swing with both, actually. I can still swing with both, because both of them answer Imperial Ceratops. Yeah, he's probably gonna just trade those off. He's not gonna trade the Ceratops. I might not even block his Ceratops either if he attacks with it. So... Armasaur... Yeah, that's a thing. You can still block it off though. I feel so bad for it. Tetzimoc for the win. Yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, there's... He's 1 mana shy of Settle the Wreckage. I actually forgot the Settle Wreckage came from here. But he's 1 mana shy of it, so there's that. Didn't have to... So not too bad, 5 wins. 5 wins with Ragtag Vampires, Ragtag Dinosaurs, Ragtag Humans. It's all about value, I guess. Sure, Ixalan was all about the tribal, but it wasn't so heavily synergistic that, oh, everything had to tie together. It wasn't as mind-melting as Lorwyn. This one's a little bit more forgiving. You wanted to have some synergy, you didn't have to have a ton of it. Ooh! Gold. Oh my, we might... Well, the good news is, this is... Okay. We need to draw into 2 more lands, but at least we can just get this guy killed off. We'll need to keep this one, I guess. Yeah, this is me taking big risks. I probably would not condone this in real life. Because the odds of us drawing into another land are quite good. I just... Sorry. it's kind of mean. Opponent's playing blue though, so I might have to be careful of things like Hornswoggle and whatnot. Let's see, if he drop... Let's drop the Dinosaur Hunter. Got an other land, so... Let's offer the trade. If he takes a trade, I'll just play the Vampire Revenant first. Nope, he's not, so we'll just play the... Well, it's situation dependent. I would much rather play the Revenant first over the Dusk Charger. It's gotta have something at this point. Sailor of Means, okay, that will hold my guy off. definitely playing the Revenant. That said, if he attacks with the Dinosaur Hunter, I'm probably gonna trade with the Hunter off first, only because I have Imperial Ceratops. I could just play the Dust Charger first, though. Alright, surprise. Okay, not too shabby. Bonus a sort of control deck. Okay, 5 mana. Trying to. Okay, so we're gonna try to speed things up in the air, but I'm pretty sure our opponent has some. We do have an answer for one threat. We can't answer them all though. So it's 7 mana. Nezahal would be annoying. Actually, it's not too annoying. It doesn't have trample naturally, so I could just keep throwing creatures under the bus. What I need to answer are other flyers. That's the catch. Let's get this Scorpion out of the way. Yikes, there you go. Opponent's taking his while thinking. Yeah, he's got all the mana. Yeah, I kind of knew he had Nezahal. I am gonna actually just ignore it. Sure, no blocks. I could have blocked with both, but I think our best bet to win is just swinging in the air. I would like to have our own Dinosaur Hunter. That would be the perfect foil for this. As it is now. If he attacks with Nezahal, I just throw the Dire Fleet Hoarder in the Siren Lookout. So definitely that's getting hit by Pious Interdiction. He can Moment of Craving one of my guys, but it'll be too late by then, unless he has another flyer. I could actually just take the 7 for now. Oh look, we got our own Moment of Craving. And the interesting thing is, if he tries to Moment of Craving one of... Yeah, we probably could Moment of Craving in response. It's a bit of a shame we had to let this... Do I Moment of Craving our Vampire Revenant in response? Oh wait, he's letting it through? No. Oh, he let it through! Did target the right one, right? Yeah. So now he needs to have another blocker. No, now he really has to have a flying blocker. He probably has. He is playing blue-black after all. Yeah, he's got the removal contract killing, so I could just take the damage early from Nezahal if he starts swinging. Most likely, I'm just going to try to play another flyer. For now, it's just Imperial Ceratops. Am I willing to trade these two for the Nezahal? Probably not. Let's play the Ceratops first. He can blink it in response, sure. So all I need to do now is just start targeting his guys little by little. So I want to at least target the dinosaur hunter too. Probably should have targeted that one first. If I can, yeah, draw one more mana, target the dinosaur hunter. So be it if the sailor, then just play it out. So be it if sailor if means survives. He might be pressured to actually swing with Nezahal now. It's okay for me, I guess. He's got to have a response here. Oh, I'm really curious to see if you guys can hear the karaoke music from the neighbor. It's one of those... Oh, it's hostage taker. He's probably gonna take the dust charger so he can cast it for himself, sure. Yes, but he'll probably cast it now. So I don't have to kill just yet. It's gonna take a while. He probably should cast it now unless he's got something better to do with 5 mana. Because pretty much what I'm gonna do is just simply target this board. I can afford to take another hit. I think. Yeah, I can afford to take another hit. So he's gonna cast his own dust charger. I might have to kill that myself. Sadistic Sky Marcher for 4. Actually, this is quite okay. So this gives us another clock. So I'll probably just target these two first. My own dust charger, but that's how it goes when your opponent has a hostage taker. So no attacks. Thankfully, none of his guys has trample, so I could buy some time. I can take 7. Probably just block the. No, I probably block either Nezahal or dust charger with the Ceratops. He's going for broke. So let's start with the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Five, 6, 7, 8. If he's got me, he's got me. I'm at the virtual 16 life. Sure strike. Okay. Well. Okay, I'm still at 16 life. I just don't kill the hostage taker. I don't see a red source. This was an interesting one. So that goes, gives me a treasure. So it allows me to off an additional target. It allows me to off an additional target before committing. Dinosaur Hunter, yeah, that's my target. I really have to play it at this point, so... My concern is he has Hornswoggle. If he does, that's the end of it for me. But I have no choice. I can't play around it forever. If he has it, it's good game. If he doesn't have it... Okay, he could still save the Nezahal. By ditch... He has exactly 3 cards. He can just ditch all 3 of them to save it. Yep. Oh, he had the second Nezahal? Wow. So got rid of those guys. Consume with this one, bring us up to 10. Then I'll just block Nezahal with Tetzimoc. I could also block one of these other guys, but I'll probably just take the safe route. I just need to be able to survive. He needs to answer the sadistic Sky Marcher. I need to just buy enough time so I can play my own other Sky Marcher. He doesn't have Sure Strike, but he probably has another combat trick. I have to do this one. That's kind of a gimmick. Yep, there we go. He probably had the way to off my life. He wasn't having any of it. So, not so bad. That's actually our first win. Actually, it's my first encounter against a gold rank player, so quite happy with that. Maybe not with this one since I already 4 of that. So, we can afford to lose one more time, but let's see. Maybe we could end this right here and there. It's going quite well, actually. Okay, this is a bit of a long one. We've already exceeded... I think we're close to exceeding 1 hour already. So let's hope this last one or last 2 matches are really fast. Then again, maybe not, because usually that means I get mana screwed. Usually if I wish for something to end really fast, it's never in my favor. So this one is quite keepable. We can just sack this one eventually, though we kind of need to draw into a vampire soon. Well, I did want something fast. Let's keep them. Kenji Ishii. Trying to remember if this is one of the Japanese players or if this is... or from what series this one is from. Oh, what the heck. So definitely hoping for at least a 3rd land, preferably a 4th. Okay, we got our 3rd land. Kind of want 1 more. I'm willing to trade this guy for any 2-drop he drops. Okay, maybe not. I could play this though, so let's... So thank goodness I put the second Revenant after all. So it turns out that one is the more correct play. We didn't have to lean heavily on Ascend. That said, I could still use a 4th mana. Though I do have outs. Blocked by dinosaurs, okay. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna Vanquish now because that's the best use of my mana. And next turn, probably block into something. Moment of Triumph. Spiral Winder. Yep, there's ours. Moment of Triumph. Target. He's got the block. We've got the pump. Well, that's the end of our combat tricks, but at least we can now play creatures next turn, so there's that. So let me just squeeze that one out really hard. Dust Charger. Okay. Got Evolving Wild Skill. So definitely swinging with these. I could just Pride of Conquerors again, but let's be realistic. Let's save that for later. Because we have at least 6 turns to win, so we're not in a real rush. Okay, 5 more turns. And we just need to build up a board presence sorts. Opponent's playing Esper. So that's blue, white, blue, black. Curious what the white is for. He's only played blue cards so far. It's another Spirewinder. I think he has a bunch of flyers. So okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So opponent's gonna have a 5/5. That's okay. So okay, he's got Sailor of Means, not bad. We can pump our way through this one. We'll actually just take the hit here. Actually, we can also afford not to take the hit. We can just Pride of Conquerors our way through this. Alternately, since we've already... Okay, we'll take the hit. Let's see if he casts another creature. That's okay for us. We're going for the big swing. 6 mana. Let's see how he blocks. Okay, so we'll lose the Revenant. We'll take out the Sailor. He's probably not going to block with Soul, but that's okay. Oh, he's blocking it? Good. We get to take that out too. Oh, he's rethinking. Okay. That's perfectly fine, because that gets us. Yep, and that's enough for the win. Though I think we're not there yet, but he did see Tetzimoc, so the writing was kind of on the wall. Whew. So with that, we get our Happy New Year prize. Not bad. Tons of gems, 2 packs. So let's open this up for everyone to see. Yeah, let's open this first. This is what we did win after all. Let's see what nice goodies we get. That's okay. Let's see, maybe something better. Actually, Forerunners are not that bad. Form of the Dynasty. I still have memories of this one in Limited. That was quite fun. Okay, then let's see. Nice mythic. But all in all, not too bad. That's it for this episode, the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Let me know how you might have done how you might have done things differently. Actually, there are a few ways. I think if I had made different picks, the draft would have gone a bit differently as well. Actually, I would like to know, first glance at the deck without seeing how this deck went, what were your initial thoughts? Do you think it would have fared well just because that this format is heavily tribal and incentivized or not? Anyway, so there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time.